exciting and something that I can't personally wait to see. And if you've been reading my emails, this has to do with offline resurrection, and it's video training with our presenter Joe Justin tonight. And I'm going to turn it over to Joe here, but he's going to talk for a little bit about exactly what he's been doing to create a nice little pocket of income for himself, and just want to hear how he's doing it, and all that stuff. So Joe, I'm going to turn it over to you, and I'll be here if you have any questions or anything along those lines. Sound good?
Sounds great, Brian. I thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
All right, Brian. I want to thank you, Brian, for hosting me and allowing me to talk to your list. And I'm sure your list wants to know who I am and what I do. And my business has since 2007 has been serving offline clients. Prior to this year, 2013, 2013, 2014, it was I was in the SEO and ranking websites, and now I just do SEO for videos. I earn 10K plus a month and recurring income just serving offline clients and ranking videos. What I do is I do this every day for clients. I prospect the same way that I teach in my course. And I see so many people out there teaching these courses, and they always teach people how to rank video. And in my opinion, ranking video is the easiest part of any business, really is. Once you use our formula and our strategy and the tools that we recommend, you'll be able to rank any video in any niche for pretty much any keyword on a local basis. You will be able to do that. But where my course is, is different from all the rest, it's not only do I teach you how to rank the videos, which is so easy once you use our tools, but I also teach you how to build a business. I teach you all kinds of things, and I'm going to get into that in just a minute. The first thing I want to show you is just a little proof. This is a snapshot of my PayPal from May 1st to May 27th, and if you look right here, you see the beginning. Well, I took out the beginning and ending. Here's my sales activity. This is from May 1st to May 27th. And in all honesty, we only billed for half of the month so far, and this doesn't include any checks. We have a lot of clients because they're mostly attorneys that pay us by check. So I just want to show you guys this is the real deal here. And if you take note down here, our purchase activities, it says 19,000. So we have a lot in our PayPal because it goes in and out of our PayPal account. I just want to prove that to you. A lot of people will say stuff they don't show you. This is not a doctor thing. If you have a PayPal account and you go into your summary, you're gonna see it's exactly like this, except these little boxes aren't on there. So here's what we do. I rank videos on Google. Okay, a lot of people have their methods, and I have mine. I use GSA Search Engine Ranker, and as I said before, this is the easy part. Ranking video is the easier part, but no one shows you how to actually build your business, how to run your business. And as I said before, I know this stuff. I love doing this stuff. Hopefully it comes through in my voice and my excitement when I talk about this, because it really is. To me, it's an awesome business. It's the fastest, easiest way to get to 10,000 a month is doing offline. If you get a good offline business, get a good niche, you go across the country and people know you in that niche, you're gonna make a lot of money, and it's not hard. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull back the curtains, if you will, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I do. Everything that I show you tonight, I'm not holding anything back. We're going to show you a few things. I can't show you everything in an hour, but we're going to do that. And then at the end, I don't know if Brian has told you guys, but what we're going to do is we're going to select 5 people to give away a done for you service. Well, I will rank your video for you. You provide me the video. You provide me the description of your video. The YouTube channel, we'll check it out. Maybe I'll send a couple emails back and forth, but I'll rank your one video for you, for one of your clients or for you, for 3 months. Okay, at the end of the webinar. So stay tuned, and we'll get those away at the end. Are there any questions thus far? Okay. We get the question at the end. We'll do a Q&A. So here's one of the videos that I ranked for one of my clients. And I chose this one because it's best DUI attorney in West Palm Beach. And this keyword phrase does get searched a lot. And this is a legal niche. So what you have to consider any videos or anything that's ranked in the top 15, top 20. Attorneys are very smart and very educated in the search engine industry. They have an SEO agency probably working for them if they're in the top 15 or 20. So I've beat out all these SEO agencies, all these SEO guys. Only I don't have one, but I have 2 videos in the top 4. So when you type this keyword in, you're going to see these videos. You might see ABVO, which no one goes to. You really can't even find attorneys here. You have this guy, William Dorenzo, and then my client right here. He's in other keyword phrases too. So one of these videos, I'm ranking for over 20-something keyword phrases. Okay. I have another video that I want to show you. This is one of my students. He acts like a beta tester, and he lives near me. And he used to be a tile and marble guy. He now does this full time because he started using my course. He never did marketing. He did websites before, and he did marble and tile, but he never marketed anything. He's using my techniques, and this is what he did for himself. He's number 1 or actually might be number 2 today. It dances back and forth every now and then, but this is what he did as a construction guy. Very, very nice guy, but all he did is follow what I told him to do. I wanted to show you another one, which you don't necessarily have to be number 1 when you rank videos, and I think I got this one and maybe another one. We Buy Houses Orlando. It's number 3. If you look at this whole query, when you first look at it, whether it's on a slide or in Google, you notice how your eyes go right to that thumbnail. Now, if you note, this was back in January 4th, 2013. I do get a lot of calls from this. I refer all my calls out because I don't live in Orlando. This was for some guy we were supposed to do something together, but it still gets calls. The point I'm trying to make here is the thumbnail. We've gotten a lot better at creating thumbnails. You create thumbnails that are larger, that's bigger, so they can see the phone number right in the thumbnail. It works great. Okay, so this is just some of the videos that we've ranked, and we do this all the time. So we do this every day. So let me ask you guys something right now. Do you know what it takes to make a business out of just ranking videos? Because I know when I first started ranking videos, I wasn't sure how to do this, and I went right back to what I used to do. A lot of people think, oh, it's just ranking videos and you just call someone on the 2nd or 3rd page. It don't work like that. And you're going to call people all day long until you get a sale? I don't know how many people do that. And a lot of us don't like it. I know I hate cold calling, and that's another slide. So basically, to get a business, we have to be getting clients, closing deals. We have to keep the clients. We have to make sure that we're maintaining our accounts. We got to track them. It goes on and on. And then what about some other questions? Here's some more other questions. I just did my first training webinar for my students right now. Here's some of the questions that were asked. What niche do you pick? Do you start ranking the video first? Do you need a website to do this? Do you know what you're going to say when you get someone on the telephone? There's so much that you got to do. But people say, oh, no, doing the business part's easy. It's just not true. Take a look at some of these questions we got. Do you have your service already set up? When you get a person on the phone, do you know what you're going to sell them? Do you know what if they ask for 2 videos? What if they ask for 7 videos? Do you know what you're going to tell them? So the list goes on, and you have to continue to know these things, and that's what my course teaches you. We do this every day, and we're going to teach you how to do and answer all these questions. Okay? So I want to ask you guys right now, what's the number 1 problem in business? Can some people put some stuff in the chat box for us? What's the number one problem in business when you're trying to start a business? I just gave you some of them. Not enough clients. Okay, Jeff, getting new clients. Right. Finding clients. All right. So we're on the right track, and that's what I got. Getting clients. Who here hates cold calling? Look, you don't have to type nothing because I know probably 99% of us hate cold calling because it's a day full of rejection. You make 150 to 100 calls, so you maybe get, I don't know, or maybe, okay? So what we do is we try to get you, we don't try. We show you how to get pre-qualified calls and come to you, okay? That's what we do. We get the clients to call you. And there's a lot of gurus out there that tell you that what I'm going to show you doesn't work, but it does. And we use email blast. And this is our easy email template. This is the exact email that we use, and we get clients all day long. Now, I can't say all day long. We get 4 to 10 clients, depending on what niche you're in and how often you're mailing. About 4 to 10 new clients a month using this email template. Now, it's very simple. The body of it, the main body is my company, XYZ, is looking for one. I say UI lawyer per city, per niche to be placed on the first page of Google using YouTube video. We can use existing videos or create new ones. If you're interested, call me. 3 sentences, and the people are calling us. Now, of course, we do a PS, and we show them, hey, if you want to check it out. With attorneys, actually, any niche now, we're finding they are way more educated than they once were. So we in here, we tell them, give them a PS. We show them, hey, check out this keyword phrase. And then I also say, here's my latest video. So if I got new clients, whatever, say, here's my latest videos. Because remember, YouTube videos have the date when you uploaded them. So if you just got some new clients and it was last month and they're already on the first page of Google and you put them right in here, you show them where they are. And you know what? They see that, they call you up. Guess what happens? If they're calling you up, they're calling you up like this, it's just great, man. You're in the driver's seat. Now here's one. Here's some of the responses that I get. Sometimes you'll get how much. You'll get what's your service. First page of Google or first page of YouTube. You get all kinds of responses. But here's one gentleman who I never have spoken to, and I'm ranking him for 4 different cities right now. I only email. So the reason why I show this one, excuse me, is because there's some people out there. They'll send you a few emails back and forth because they don't want to be sold. They just want to find out that they want your service. They don't want you to sell them yet. Then eventually they'll call you. I always, in my emails, every response is, feel free to call me anytime at this number. And I give them my number. If they don't ever call me after 3 or 4 emails, that's when I try to sell them. But in the beginning stage like this, I'm interested depending on price. Well, this is the response I get. And I tell them real easily. I don't try to sell them on the first email. Okay, this is different. I thought I had my response in here. Basically, what I told him was, I have some PLR videos, and because he ended up not having videos. So I said, hey, I have some PLR videos. I can put your company name on it, make a slide, take it off your website, put it in the front and the back of my PLR video. You know, I call them stock videos to the attorneys. My stock videos. If you sign up today, I won't charge you a setup. I won't charge you for the videos. Fair enough. And once I showed it to him, here's his response he gave me when I sent him the email. Like the video that you made, except the last photo in both videos, it had some girl with a headset. He didn't like that, so I took it out. It took me 2 days to close the deal because it's all in the email. If we go back to the previous one, I thought I had the date in here. I might have covered it up. Yeah, I covered this one up. But it basically took me 2 days because I was sending. He sent me this on 9/11, and I think it was 9/12. I sent him the agreement out after this right here. As you can see, go ahead, write up the agreement. That was 9/11, 9/12. We paid it. Piece of cake. It's all email. I didn't have to sit all day calling on the phone, and we do this all the time for all different kinds of issues. We have beta testers. We have students now that are testing all types of niches, and this email works, just flat out works. And we can show you how to do the emails as well in our course. Now, so basically what I just showed you is how to get the clients to call you with no cold calling. What this does for you is this puts you in a position of strength. So when you negotiate, you kind of have the upper hand because they're calling you. And you know what? They want your services. You know that because they're calling you or they're emailing you. So that's why I said in the beginning, do you know what your services are? Do you know what your pricing is? You want to set all this up in the beginning. So when they call you, you're ready to go. Okay? So, and you already have the proof. You already have the proof because you already have, you're already ranking videos. Okay? So when you're already ranking videos, you can show them, all your videos, and don't be afraid to show it to anyone, okay? Now, all you got to do once they're calling you, it's not really selling. You're really negotiating the terms, and you send them an agreement, and then you follow up the close. Sometimes you have follow up. When you send them an agreement, a lot of people just pay, okay? And as soon as you get paid, that's when you work. It's very important that you know that. I got a lot of questions on Friday in my first training webinar. People saying, well, how do we rank first and then bill them? No, you don't do any work until you get money. That's what you tell them, and that's the mentality you gotta have. And we'll teach you that in our course. We go for one call close, okay? And you know what? It can be done. We have to stop sending out proposals and waiting for them 3 days, 4 days to bring back a proposal only to write up an agreement. We don't teach that. We teach a one call close. You negotiate everything, then you send an agreement, sign it, you get paid. Okay, so again, just to go over how it's done, you send the email, And in the email, of course, you got proof. You got your clients calling you back, which are pre-qualified. This isn't a cold call. They're calling you. Then you just close the deal and get it signed. And we're going to show you how to close deals in the course too. Because we know, and I'll probably say this again, but a lot of us doing this stuff, we're nerds. We haven't been taught how to sell. So because we haven't been taught how to sell, we don't know the right thing to say. You know what? Everybody knows nerds are smart. So all you got to do is be taught it. So I'm going to teach you guys that. If the sales people that are out there, we have a solution for that too if you don't want all the technical stuff. Okay? So is that all we need to succeed? Absolutely not. You know that. We know that. We only got an hour to do this. So what we did is we told you how to get clients. That's the number one. That's the number one thing is how to get clients. And we're going to show you that. There's so much more to cover. Okay? So we want to go ahead and move on this slide. And we're going to show you an easy step-by-step paint by numbers system. We're going to show you how to select a niche. What niche would be right for you? Keyword research. We do a little bit of that. Keyword research to me is not rocket science. To me, it's not a 3-day thing. It's not a 4-day thing to show you how to keyword. You know, Google's the new yellow pages. So you got to think to yourself, what are people who want to buy or people who have a problem? What are they type in to find my client's video on the first page? We're going to show you about video SEO. Of course, that's the easy part. Finding prospects, we just went over. Contacting them. You know, the whole ball wax from A to Z. We're going to show you that. We're going to show you how to set up call tracking and what we use. And there's another alternative. We use Analytic Call Tracker, which is $197 one-time fee. But there's another alternative, which is WP Call Tracking. They pretty much do the same thing. It's just that one of them is just a little easier to use. But they do the same thing. They interface with Twilio, and you set up your call tracking. It's $1 a number per month, and it tracks and records your phone calls. So you can use the call tracking itself as a consultant to your clients by telling them, you know, if you watch one of our leaked videos, I don't know if you guys got the leaked videos, but if you go on the sales page, our beta tester, John Bendever, he has a video on the bottom of our sales page, and he talks about when he first started using this, his client was only answering 20% of his phone calls. So he had to call up his client and say, hey, you're not answering the phone. If you don't answer the phone and they're calling from Google, they're going to go to the next phone. So that's just one of the things you can use Analytic Call Tracker for, and you can use that in your sales pitch as well. Hey, listen, we can tell you if your staff's ticking people off and they're hanging up on you. We can tell you if they're answering the phone call. We can tell you if they're rude to people, if they're nice to people. You can do all that with your call tracking, and that's just one aspect of the business. If you can do that for your clients, they're going to love you. The beauty of our system is you retain control over every aspect. What we're doing here is we're selling continuity, and what I mean by that is we're trying to keep control of each YouTube channel that we set up for our clients, and we're basically renting out the YouTube channel. So if they stop paying, then you can go get another client for the same channel that's already ranked, and that's how we do that. It works out really good. And as long as you're up front with people and they're going to get the phone calls, as long as you perform for your clients, you set their expectations, and they're getting phone calls. When it comes time to pay your bill, they're going to be happy because you're getting them more business, and that's what it's all about. It's all about getting more business for your clients. Okay? Now, I told you I was going to show you some more things, and I'm about ready to. We're going to show you how to find prospective clients and how to contact them. Okay? So what I use, and you don't have to use this specific one. You can use any email scraper that's out there. It doesn't have to be this particular one. I like GSA Email Spider, and I'll tell you why. If you look right here, you can just type it. You can make a keyword list, and it'll go out to the internet, and it'll scrape a whole bunch of contacts. However, it has this other cool thing right here. You can tell the URL will start. So where this helps is, let's say you want to do plastic surgeons. Okay? Hold on, just a second. Let me take a drink of water. So let's say you're doing plastic surgeons. If you find, and this is not going to be hard to do, you can find directories of plastic surgeons all across the internet. You can find them on a national level. You can find them on a local level. So what you do is you go out and you find a directory. Okay, you put in the directory URL right here, and you tell it to start. Use the URL to start. Boom, and it goes out. And it scrapes the directories. Now, some of the directories are smart. They protect it, but most of them aren't. You get so many great emails. Scraping the emails from the directory, someone already set it up for you. So that's why I like using this one. Whenever I scrape directories, I get killer emails to contact the clients. So, but you don't have to use email scraper. You can go to the Warrior Forum and just look up email scraper. And you know what? You can use any of those. As long as it brings you back emails. The key is to get the emails and send them out. The emails, what that does, think about it like this. People who love the cold call, that's great. It takes a whole different kind of breed, I think. You know, I'm a pretty decent salesperson, but I hate the cold call. But get me on the phone with someone, I'll sell them. But what the emails do is it bypasses all the combative gatekeeper nonsense you got to do. Oh, like for attorneys, we say, oh, hey, I'm looking for a DUI attorney. Oh, really? What about your case? Oh, I'd prefer to talk to the attorney. Thank you. So when the attorney calls us up, immediately, I hear you're looking for a DUI attorney when you arrest. No, I'm not looking for just one DUI attorney. I'm looking for thousands of them. I need one for your city, though. So it's kind of like you're on a borderline line, but you're not. I just don't like all that stuff. You know, then the guy starts yelling at you, you know, if he's not interested. You know how it goes. So if you use the email, you bypass all that. The decision maker gets your email. Either he emails you back, or you can see where he CCs someone else, maybe one of his associates or his assistant. Hey, check this out for me. So you know that when they call you up, you can pitch them. Okay? So that's the email scraping. Now what we do, how we send out our emails, is we set up Outlook. And we use our easy email template. And what we do is we get a shared hosting account at HostGator, and we buy domain names at HostGator, and we point the name servers to our new domain names, and we just use emails for those domains. I don't set up websites. And HostGator allows you to send like 400 emails an hour. So what we do, we stay under the radar. We send about 350 an hour. So if you got 3 or 4 emails, you're sending out 750, 1,050, 1,400 emails an hour. Now you don't have to do it every hour. What I do, because I have two days right now, but when I first started, I just picked 3 times that I definitely emailed out. I picked because it's attorneys, I can do 9 o'clock. If you're doing plumbers or you're doing pool companies, you might have to send them out like 7:30. But I send at 9 o'clock in the morning, because when people first get to work, they're checking their email. Then I send them again around 11:45, because I know before people go to lunch, they check their email. And then I send it again at like 4:30, because I know before people leave, you check their email. That's the minimum. The reason why I set those up, because I found myself getting distracted. When the emails start coming in, you're answering emails. Then you start getting clients. If you're a one-man show, when you first start out, that's okay. But I'm just gonna tell you how it's gonna go. You're gonna start getting clients. You're gonna start having to upload videos. You're gonna start making descriptions for your videos, creating YouTube videos. If you're a one-man show, now you got all these emails coming in too. So there's times when I actually stopped spamming. Stopped email blasting out, and we just had to stop it because I was getting too many leads, too many clients coming in. So I'd stop it for 3 or 4 days till I caught up, and then I'll do another email blast, send that out, and we just go forward with that. It works really, really well. So that what I want to do now, I wanted to try to show you guys where we're going with Offline Resurrection. So I want to tell you where I am right now and where my business is, and I have roughly about 200 clients. Prior to like the Penguin came out, that's what I had. It was all like in websites. And when Penguin came along, Panda didn't bother me. But when Penguin came along, I lost my whole business overnight. I was with attorneys. If you deal with attorneys and you have them in the top 3 and they drop to 5, 6, or 7, they're calling you up and yelling at you. If you don't get them back up in a month, they're leaving. So that's what happened to me. In a month and a half, I lost almost 200 clients. I kept 3 or 4. And I didn't know what to do, because I tried to do everything that the gurus were telling me to rank sites and whatnot, and it just wouldn't work. And I'm not going to go out and try to sell stuff that I can't perform, because I like to sleep at night, and I'm just that way. So what I did is I did figure out how to do the videos. In April 2013, I started doing that, figuring everything out. From July to July 2013 till October 2013 is when I really started the email blast. I started my business over, and October is when I decided, hey, you know what? I need to start showing people how to do this, because this is just, everything flowed. It was like simple, but no one was showing this, and everyone was showing how you have to rank videos and getting jumping through hoops, basically buying all these 5 or 6 different softwares and everything. We use GSA Search Engine Ranker, and that's all we use. We use that, and that's all I use to rank videos. I don't go out. I don't get any views. I don't get any subscribes and or nothing like that. So I'm digressing. Let me go back. So basically, I've closed. Right now I have 100 plus clients, and I saw you. I told you guys in the beginning what my income is. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna complain. And right now, pretty much what I'm doing, I'm replacing clients, and everything's growing word by mouth mostly. I don't do email blasts a lot. Once or twice a week. I'm doing enough blasts to get me clients. I'm focusing on other things. I'm trying to test things out. I just uploaded a bunch of videos in a niche because I told people how to do this in our training on Friday, because people were saying, well, what do you do if you don't have any videos, ranked? Well, there's 2 ways you can do it. You can just pick whatever niche you're in and go to smaller cities and get them ranked. You can rank smaller cities in a couple of weeks. And if you don't have that, or maybe you don't want to buy GSA right away, we have a done for you service that you can use. And when you buy our done for you service, we'll rank the videos for you, and we'll give you examples of our rankings so you can use that, because you're going to use us to rank the videos. So you're telling the truth. We're going to be doing that so you can use our examples. So where I am now, I already showed you guys, 10K plus monthly receivables. I've automated most of my business. I'm pretty confident of where we're going with this, and we're looking at new ways. Always looking at new ways to try to rank. And in our course, in our membership site, we have live webinars, and whenever I have something new, I'll have live webinar. Right now, I promised everybody 6 live webinars, and we're adding 2 extra ones on, so it's going to be a total of 8 webinars. And whatever we can cover there, it's great. If we come up with new stuff, well, of course we're going to have more, because you know what? I want you guys to succeed. Anyone who buys our course, I want everyone to succeed. I'll bend over backwards to help people to do this. And the other question we got to ask ourselves is, why does this stuff work? Well, Google loves video, and Google, it gives them preference because they have a preferential treatment because they own it. And in my opinion, everyone always tells you, give Google what they want. Give Google, but no one tells you what Google wants. In my opinion, after seeing what's going on right now, Google's on a personal vendetta against SEO agencies, anyone who can rank sites like we used to before Penguin. And really, at this point in time, what I see, the only thing ranking is a private blog network. So don't be if you have one, don't be advertising it even on Skype. I wouldn't even advertise it on Skype. Matt Cutts recently talked about how he won a Black Hat World, and they signed up for all these Russian sites, and they killed them all. And they're laughing about it. So listen, if they're going to that extent, they're on a personal vendetta. So what does Google want? They want everyone to do PPC or video, because every way they're making money. So that's, in my opinion, what they want. Okay. Just some more stats. YouTube, everybody knows, is the #2 search engine globally. And as I said previously, Google's the new Yellow Pages. That's where you want your clients to be. If you can have your clients above the fold, that's awesome. If you can have them on the first page of Google with a video, that's good too. It's more awesome if you get them above the fold, because that thumbnail sticks out so much. People call not just being on the bottom of the first page of Google, but when you have videos. I have some clients right now. They stopped paying, no problem. But these were people before I started controlling the YouTube channel. Sometimes people will pay extra, or they'll buy you out to so they can own everything. That's okay by me. But what ended up happening was these people stopped paying. So they own the channel, everything. So no problem. They fell off the first page of Google. They're still getting calls because they're on YouTube. I still own the phone number, but that was part of the agreement that I would maintain the phone number. They're still getting calls, and people are calling these people a moving company off of YouTube. Who goes to YouTube and looks for a moving company? A lot of people, I guess. But that's just an example I'm giving you. And other examples that I can give you, is this. Just anytime you hear these kind of webinars that are talking about ranking video, listen, if they're not telling you to watch out, be careful about people throwing fake views at your videos, or people throwing no follow links at your videos, or people getting your videos flagged and getting your channels banned. If people aren't telling you that, they're not doing this. They're not doing this every day, because if you're doing this, you're gonna eventually hit some competitor in some city, and they're gonna be ticked off when you come in using our methods and you start dominating. You start having, every keyword phrase, they're number 2, or you actually push them off the first page of Google. They're gonna be mad. They're gonna retaliate. And I had this happen to me before. And what I did is in our course, I teach you how to set everything up, and you set everything up in all your descriptions and everything in Notepad, so you have it just in case something like that happens. So I had this one company, they got my whole channel banned. My client, I didn't even know. My client called and said, "Hey, we're not ranking here." I'm like, "What are you talking about? We're dominating." And I went and logged in, and when I logged in, Google said, your channel's been banned for life. Okay, well, it was hooked up to a Gmail account, right? So all I did, went into my Gmail, I made a new channel, I uploaded the same exact videos with the same exact descriptions, everything, the same videos on the same Gmail account. Within 6 weeks, we're dominating again. Now, the company that tried to get us banned again, it stopped messing with us, but this is just something that happened. And I've listened to a lot of these webinars, and I've only heard one other person talk about people throwing fake views, people throwing no follow links and stuff like that. When I hear that, I know that the person who's ever given a webinar, they're doing this every day, and they know what they're talking about, because that's what's going to happen. And as long as you're prepared, it ain't going to bother you. It might take 4 to 6 weeks to get back up again. No big deal. But because it's video, it's so simple to do. You already have everything ready. It's not like a website. We got to go. You got to buy a domain. You got to do this. You got to put the pages back up. All that. It's a webinar. You can have it the next day and have it up and be ranking in 3 to 6 weeks, easy. So that's how it is. So how many out there would like to get my business from A to Z and in 3 months to be an owner of a successful business? I'm sure that all you guys want it, and I'm sure you guys are thinking right now, okay, everybody says that. Well, I hope that what I've told you so far, it's believable, and you know it, because you know what, I'm proving it right now with my rankings. And every webinar just about, I think I've given different rankings, because every time I do a webinar, for some reason, I don't know how this happens, but for some reason, whenever I do a webinar, my rankings tend to fall a little bit, and I just got to get some links and get back up there. So I just try to go all over the place, so someone, they don't destroy everything that I show. I get the old ones back up, and I go on to the next examples. So that's just another thing that shows you that, I do this every day, and I want you guys to succeed. So that's where we are right now. So I have the know-how, and I have the system, and I'm going to teach you guys everything. I'm going to give you all the secrets. I'm not leaving nothing out. And as I've said before, this is my livelihood. Okay? I challenge each and every one of you just to purchase my course and use my system. I have on my slides 3 months. If you just use my system and use it step by step and follow it for 60 days, you'll be amazed at what's going to happen. Because my system, what I teach, is real simple. And if you listen to the testimonial video that John Bendever gave, he did exactly what a lot of you are going to do. You're going to get my system. A lot of you guys are way smarter than me, I'm sure. And you're going to say, oh, well, I know this ain't going to work. I know I can make this better. And it's exactly what John Bendever did for 45 days. And every day he would Skype me or email me and say, hey man, this ain't working. You're not getting no email responses? No, you're doing what I'm telling you, right? Yeah. Well, come to find out, he wasn't. He added his own twist to all these emails. He changed the subject line. He did all kinds of different stuff. He didn't miss it in his video. So I challenge each and every one of you that if you buy my course, when you buy my course, you follow my instructions to the T for 60 days. Watch how many clients you have. Watch. Now, there's one thing I want to tell you guys. Every business you got to commit to. All right? What you're building here is a business. This isn't a hobby. This is a real viable business. Okay? So if you're not an action taker and you're not someone who's going to buy this and actually do it and take action, set up your domain, start sending out emails, start emailing back, coming to the webinar, the training webinars, then maybe this ain't for you. But if you are one of those people and you want to follow instructions for 60 days, you're going to have a successful business. You will make money doing this. You will. So I just want to put that out there. The other thing I want to put out there is, our course, we teach everything to rank video with GSA Search Engine Ranker. And when you use GSA Search Engine Ranker, It's really not if you can rank, especially for the local terms. It's when you will rank. Sometimes things get goofy. I had this one client in Nashville, Tennessee, which doesn't seem that like a big city to me, and it wasn't a lot of competition. It took me almost 6 weeks to rank for it. So it happens sometimes. So, it's never if, it's when you rank. And GSA Search Engine Ranker takes some investment as well. GSA Search Engine Ranker by itself, I think is $99 on a coupon. I have a coupon on my site. Once you purchase, you can go there. And then there's $149 for the Capture Breaker. They're both one-time fees. So it's not like all the other things where you got to keep buying monthly fees. There are some monthly fees involved. But here's what I suggest you do. You buy the course. You start using our prospecting system. You start getting some clients. When you start getting clients, then you can go, once you get one client, you can buy everything you want to buy and hit the ground running. Because you should be able to charge anywhere between $500 and $1,000, depending on your niche, for one client. And another thing to keep in mind, we're going to show you how to upsell your client. That's very important. A lot of people don't show you that either. Once you start getting clients, you have to go and upsell them. They're already your client. They're already your buddy. They trust you. So we're going to show you how to do that as well. We're going to show you how to build your business. Okay? Ranking the video is the easy part. Everyone's on the bandwagon with video, and that's awesome because you know what? Videos are really easy to rank, but building business isn't. And I'm going to show you the hard part, okay, and the easy part. So that's where we are on that one. So basically, this is Offline Resurrection, as you guys already know. What's inside of our package right now is 18 detailed videos. Once you purchase a course, we have an 80-page PDF. We're going to have 6 training sessions and, of course, 2 additional ones. We have a Facebook mastermind that's in there where you can ask all the questions you want to. And some of the topics that we covered are, getting and closing clients, ranking videos, all the tools and business aspect. Listen, we're not leaving anything out. And if we leave something out and someone points it out to us, hey, there's no egos here. We want you to succeed. If you recommend something to us that we forgot or that's awesome, we're going to put it in there because we want everyone to be able to do this and be successful at it. That's just where we come. This is how we do stuff. This is how I like to do it. So in other words, you're going to get a complete package from us. Complete package. Okay? You're going to get to blow out the candles and pick up the key as well. So what's this going to cost you? I know you guys are saying, okay, how much is this going to cost? How much is this going to cost? Well, the 18 videos and 80-page PDF is a $497 value. The live training by itself is a $582, and we got the extra ones for $194. And the private mastermind, which is $37 a month, you could give or take a little bit there. So it's a total value of $1,300. So you're not going to pay $1,310 or $997. We want you to be successful. We know you're just starting out with a new business. So we want it to be affordable to everyone out there. We want everyone to succeed, as I keep saying. I really do. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to let you buy this for one payment of $197 or 2 payments of $110. That's a great deal. Either way you want to do it, you can purchase it now. What we can do is we can go ahead and you can go to offlineresurrection.com, Brian, to purchase that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put that out there myself. Let me put that in the chat box here just a second. Brian, you want to? You there, Brian?
Yeah, I'm still here. Absolutely. Just been taking it all in and looking at some of the questions we have here, Joe, in the chat box. I don't know if you wanted to answer them now, if you saw them, or if you kind of wanted to wait a little bit before you got to them. But we had 2 or 3 questions pop up.
Sure.
So the last one here is about the videos. Do you in the videos, do they mention the name of the business, or is it just kind of slides at the front or the back? And if so, can those slides if the client wants to? Does that make sense? Is that something you've run into here recently, or?
Oh yeah, we run into it a lot. It really depends on the niche that you're in. For attorneys, no attorneys are going to let you. You're not going to get them on as a client if you have like a pre-made video and everything, unless you throw that in. I have never been able to get anyone to buy it. I've been able to throw them in, and they did it kicking, hollering, and screaming. They want their face on there, and someone will say it's against the law. Oh, I did a spelling mistake on the error. It said, oh, I did. Sorry, Brian. But yeah, that's funny me, right? I'll get it right here. I'm trying to do 6 things at once. I'll make sure it works. Okay, cool. Yeah, but with attorneys, it's very hard to get them to do. Oh crap. So hopefully that one works. But when you do other niches, and what I do is I do, you can do like, you know, Fort Lauderdale roofing, Fort Lauderdale plumbing, and that kind of thing. And you can have a phone number, and you forward that phone number to whoever buys your channel or rents your channel.
Right.
If someone wants exclusivity, then what I do is, you know, I charge them more. So, you want exclusivity, you want customization. You know, if you want to customize, you don't have to. Listen, you don't have to. Remember, this is your business. You're gonna do what you want with it. But I just throw that out there for people because it sounds good. You know, if a salesperson, oh, you want exclusivity? You want a branded channel? Well, that costs a lot more. You know, right. So you sell it to them, and that's what you do. And in my course, I reveal a PLR source, and I reveal another source where I create presenter videos. I don't really create them. Someone else does. The $147, they look like commercials. If you go, let me see.
And that, I'm sure that's cost you pass on to your client, right?
Oh, I charge sometimes $500 to $700 for these things, and they're happy paying for it.
Absolutely, no, that's awesome.
And I can I can show you one. Type here. Let me see. I'll put one in the thing in the chat box here. It's one of my clients, international client. There you go. If you go there, it didn't look like it went in all the way. If you type in CNC prototyping, it's down like maybe 5 or 6. That video cost me $147, and I billed my client pretty good for it. So these are, but if you look at that video, that looks like a commercial. Those are great videos. So, but we tell you where to get these videos in the course, and if you're doing a lot of blue collar niches, even plastic surgeons might not. Plastic surgeons are not going to let you do a pre-made channel either. They're going to want their stuff. Right. You know, the bigger the ego, the more they want their stuff on it.
Right. You know, but that said, the more opportunity there is for you to create additional income for yourself by you know, selling them that video that you're paying $147 for, that you have access to at that price for a little bit more. Now, let me ask you this, Joe, and this is just another question we had from Richard. Now, how do you know that, and you kind of touched on it, that you'll be able to rank every time? You said it's not a matter of if, basically it's a matter of when, and you found that to be the case with every video. You've been able to at eventually get it to rank.
Yes, I have not had any videos not ranked.
Okay.
And I don't guarantee. Listen, I used to, before Penguin, I used to guarantee, because I knew without a doubt I could get everyone on the first page. With the YouTube videos, I stopped doing that because, you know what, I found out that was actually hurting my business, because you get the other people say, oh, no one can guarantee first page of Google, and then some people buy into that. So I just don't guarantee it. Listen, I'm batting 100% right now. And the way I tell is, listen, it's a 3-month agreement. You can pay me 3 months up front, and if I don't get you on the first page of Google, you don't pay me no more. Oh, fair enough. And a lot of times, well, what, 3 months? Oh, how about 2 months? Okay, sold. And then I do it, and then before the first month's up, most of the time they're ranking, or halfway through the second month they're ranking, and then they're happy.
Yeah, perfect. So now just let me kind of clarify if I'm on the right track here. Joe, what you're doing is you're setting these videos up and you're ranking them for local keywords. And a lot of times what you'll do is you'll have a phone number that you're tracking, and that phone number forwards to your client. So if you have a client for 3 months and after 3 months they decide to leave, the video stays, the phone number stays the same, and you just forward that phone number onto a new client, correct?
Exactly.
Okay, so that makes it so easy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's no for you. I'm sure all you have to do is just change where that number forwards to, and that's it, and it's a done deal.
That's
And then
it.
you have another client that you're billing monthly for the same, you know, calls or whatever the previous was paying for.
Right, and then just to touch on that a little bit, a lot of times when you're doing an email blast, you'll get people that'll call you. You may have already sold the city. Someone else might contact you, and I always do exclusivity.
Right.
So once I get one client in the city, I don't sell it again. So if someone calls up, I make note of that and I put them in my own little folder. So if that guy stops paying me or whatever, I'll go back to the guy and say, hey man, the guy canceled. You want this? And you know what? 9 times out of 10 they'll take it.
Well, that makes it easy. So again, it's you're not selling. You're just kind of negotiating the terms and giving them what they want. We had another question here from Carolyn. And I'm not sure, Joe, you might be able to answer it. I'm not sure. I'm sure what she's asking. She says that works unless it's a customized video for an attorney. Correct. So okay, I guess what Carolyn's saying is if the video had been customized and you ranked it, and then after 6 months that guy stopped paying, then you would have to change the video because it's custom for that specific client, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, and that's go ahead.
But again, if they're customizing and you're doing that, you're charging more money. Hey, okay, so they do that. So you just make another video. Maybe you try to make it generic, but if it's not another customized, it's 4 to 6 weeks or less. And they're back up on the first page. You're getting paid on a monthly basis. That's awesome.
And you're charging for that. I mean, it's
oh yeah,
they're paying for it, so it's okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
Perfect. Now, again, what is there any other cost? You know, of course, there's the fee or the course. I know you mentioned a few other costs involved. Could you run through those really quickly again, Joe?
Sure. You once you hit the ground running, I started off running this GSA on my desktop. You eventually want to get it to a VPS. You know, it's $28, $30 a month for a VPS. It's maybe another $30 a month for proxies. You know, depending on how many clients you have, you maybe want to go a little higher than that. The $30 is enough to start. I'm thinking that if there's anything else, that's probably about it. You got your proxies, your VPS. That's pretty much it. Indexing service is about $17 to $25 because you want to get your links indexed. But let's face it, this is a residual business. So maybe your first month you only get 3 or 4 clients. Your next month, those 3 or 4 clients are paying you again, and you know, if you keep prospecting, you're going to get another 3 or 4 clients the next month. So now all of a sudden you got 6 to 8 clients. The cost that I'm talking about monthly cost $30, $30, $25, whatever. You know what I just said? That's nothing when you got 8 clients.
Right, and you're also, you know, that's in addition to the GSA software as well, right?
Yeah, but GSA software is you only pay one time.
Oh, okay, right. You did mention that. I'm sorry, you did mention that. It's just a one-time, a one-off cost.
Yeah, they have the software.
Let me ask you a question, Joe, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
Say you have 8 clients after 2 months. What kind of income in that second month from those 8 clients would you be talking about?
Well, I tell people you can easily earn $500 to $1,000 a month per client, and what you know, so you can do the math on that. If it's 8 clients, you're looking like $4 grand to, you know, what did I say? What number? Let's say
like 4 to 8 grand, 500 to 1,000 a month.
Yeah. So, but let's just say you don't charge 500 to 1,000. Let's say you only charge $300. It still ain't bad. You know what I mean? If you got 8 clients, it's $2,400. It's extra money. You're not going to be able to quit your job if you're working full time right now. But next month you'll probably be able to. You know, or the month after that.
The good thing is I was going to say there's not a lot of overhead either, Joe. Like you said, the monthly fees that you mentioned, $17, $25. That's when especially once you get up and get rolling 3, 4, 5, 6 months. That's just very, very minimal.
Right.
Good. This is been a great call so far. If you guys have any additional questions, type them in the box and we'll be glad to get them answered for you, and clarify any questions that you might have.
Yeah, and if you want, Brian, if you can start selecting a couple people from your list.
Okay. Okay. You talked about were you talking about the ranking the videos?
Yes. I'll rank one video for the 5 people that are selected. And I'll do that for 3 months for whatever niche you tell me.
Okay.
And if you want me to continue on after 3 months, you just have to re-up. And, as long as, listen, this goes for medium cities. I'm not talking about like Los Angeles, Chicago, New York, the big giant cities. But this free one is for medium to smaller cities.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, that's fine by me. We appreciate it, and I want to kind of randomly just grab 5 names from my list here. So it's everybody has a fair chance of kind of getting the videos from you, which is what I'll do.
Okay. So if there are any more questions, please type it in. I'm here to answer your questions. Yes, you can do this for foreign languages. Actually, there's in GSA. Richard asked about foreign language. In GSA, you select the languages in the search engines that it uses to find targets and where to drop links. So you can use it for all kinds of different foreign languages. I get asked that a lot, Richard. Now, listen, as I said before too, some niches are seasonal that they pay. Hey, you'd have to negotiate that. But I would say if a niche is seasonal and you want to keep them on the first page, they got to pay you, right? If you stop working on it, they will fall. Especially now, if it's a competitive niche, even though it's seasonal, I'm sure there's some competitive ones. I would continue to have them pay me. We have roofers in North Carolina that pay us year round. Richard asks, can you get started on GSA? Absolutely. I recommend that. I recommend that you purchase the software or you purchase our course. You start the market and start getting some responses. Listen, as soon as you get responses, then what you can do is buy our done for you service. It's $80 for one video. As soon as you get that, I'll send you examples of our rankings, and then you can send it to them. Get the client, and when they pay you, by GSA, by everything you need to do. This is an awesome opportunity. Anyone who wants to start a business that's residual, the easiest way to make a residual stay-at-home income is offline, and I'm giving you that opportunity. Okay, so we've selected the five winners. And what I'll do is, if you guys take note, please send me an email at support@offlineresurrection.com. And what I'll do is I'll set everything up for you, and you'll be I'll send you a link to go to a web page where you fill out all the information that I need from you for the winning videos. Okay? Martin Moeller, Gordon R., Gene Andrade, Barry W. Is that 5?
No, I think that's 4. We missed someone.
Yeah, I think maybe I did. Oh, I got it. It just kept going up. Richard Sproston. That's the 5th one. Sorry, Brian.
Oh, no problem.
So basically, if you're really looking to start a business, a professional business, where you can make a residual income, you build this business up. This is the way to go about it. YouTube's not going anywhere. Ranking videos not going anywhere. This is where you got to be, seriously. If you have any inkling of trying to still rank websites, you don't have a private blog network, your time is limited. So I just encourage you all to purchase. As you see, I'm pretty passionate about what I do. I'm gonna be giving you guys a training webinar. We're gonna like next Friday. Our webinar is gonna be on It's gonna be on role play for sales, so we can help teach people sell better. We're also gonna show you how to expand your sales force, how to get salespeople working for you on commission only. Everyone always says, "Oh, you can do it. It's easy." No, it's not. It's hard to get people to work for you, but I got a way to do it, and it's simpler than you would ever think. It's a really easy thing. But you can't go to that unless you purchase the software or purchase our course. And we're trying to show everyone how to succeed the best possible way. So go ahead and click the button below. We'll see you on the inside, and we'll just show you all kinds of stuff.
Hey, one more thing, Joe. Barry W. He wants to know what the instructions were again to claim that prize.
Just send me an email.
I couldn't recall the email address.
Yes, it's support at offlineresurrection.com.
All right. Typing that in the box there for him.
Cool.
So Joe, that's it. We got all the questions answered.
Yeah, all the Q&A. I'm not much of pitching this thing because you know what? This thing is my course is so awesome that people that don't buy it tonight, they're gonna get the replay and then they're gonna buy it again. I know that's what's gonna happen. And like I said, this is the easiest way to get this going.
Well, it sounds good to me. Again, I appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule on the weekend here to get this out to us, and it's been a valuable last hour, to say the least.
I appreciate it, and thank you, everyone. Thank you, Brian, for having me, and I'll get the replay up there as soon as possible for all you guys.
Sounds good, Joe. Hey, we'll talk soon, buddy.
All right, Brian. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, man.
All right, bye.